communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
Structure, routine.
And clear expectation.
Help me do my best work.
My autism allows me to have a perspective that needs to be seen and heard.
It allows me to make the world safer and improve systems in ways others can't.
It allows me to bring people's inner worlds to life with my artwork.
My autism
will bring your team important insights.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
Stop touching that snooze button and get ready to clock in with the best morning show on planet Earth.
I want to try and beat them.
Okay.
Well, I don't necessarily want to beat you per se. I just want to be the best that I can be.
You know what it is, Truth Nation. It's time to wake up with Milwaukee's favorite morning show.
Don't allow 10 seconds to affect the next 10 years of your life.
Man.
You snapped off, and now you went from partying at the Kardashians to being in a cell 23 hours a day.
Giving you an informative dialogue with a side of fun and laughter while cutting through the noise and bringing you the real stories behind the headlines.
My point is, if you're 40 or if you're still trying to push for something, it doesn't mean that it's over just because it's been delayed. Delayed doesn't mean denied.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, this is Truth Be Told with two-time Emmy Award winner Telly Hughes on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming on YouTube.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Thursday, Friday, January 9th, 2025. Welcome to Truth Be Told with Telly, live from the American Family Insurance Studio inside the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. On this Thursday, we have none other as my guest co-host, Bailey Coleman. Good morning, Bailey.
Good morning, Telly.
And we also have my man, Damian LZ. What up, MC Dame?
I was going to say, do I only get MC with my man Homer?
Hey, there you go. There you
it's
go.
Me and Homer.
There
Homer's
you go.
Then I'm the MC. But I'm glad you said it today. MC Dame LZ.
See, I say it correctly, and then I get ribbed for thinking that I wasn't going to say it correctly.
Oh, okay.
Ain't that crazy?
Exactly. That is crazy.
Black folks will rib anything.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you might have said that, but I know what you were thinking.
I know
exactly.
what you was
I know what you were thinking.
You was trying to cut me out of my MC status.
Exactly.
Even though you said it. How you doing, man? Good morning, DJ Ricky.
Good morning. It is Thursday.
It is Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yes, we know the day before our favorite day of the week.
Friday.
But
Friday.
yeah, a lot going on. But we're going to start it off with a little something light, because if you stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com, you will see that my man Dame has this Kareem City.
Yes,
Right.
sir. Kareem City.
I like
on his hoodie. I've never seen a hoodie like that.
Me neither.
And it's ironic that you are wearing that today, because last night when the Bucks beat the Spurs 121-105, I don't know if you knew this.
Shout out to the Bucks.
Shout out to the
Giannis had 25 points, 16 rebounds, and 8 assists, and he ended up passing Kareem.
I saw that.
For the franchise record
All right.
for double-doubles. That was his 432nd double-double of his career.
All right.
And for me, somebody that was working with the Bucks when Giannis was drafted in 2013.
Okay.
And seeing him as an 18-year-old, last night they said that he has since he's been in the NBA, he's put on 51 pounds of muscle.
Wow.
He was a skinny dude.
So
right.
I was there before the 51 pounds of muscle.
Okay.
He was a kid.
And just to see him when he would walk into the Cousins Center, which ain't even going anymore, where they used to practice. Exactly. You see this kid and you're like, there's no way you would think he would become the player he became. But I will give him credit. Giannis has always been one of the hardest workers I've ever seen in the NBA.
All right.
That's apparent.
Yes. And for him to have amassed now what I would consider a Hall of Fame career.
If it stops today, it's Hall of Fame.
It's a Hall of Fame career.
Wow.
Yes.
And Defensive Player of the Year, I think, right? So if it,
yes.
Did he get a DPOY? I don't know. But if it stops today, definitely in Hall of Fame.
But I always said, though, man, the Bucks will have to make a decision one day when they retire number 34. Because we all know Ray Allen used to wear number 34 for the Bucks.
Right.
And so
Ray's out of there. It's gonna be. I love.
It's like, hey, forget he wore number 34.
He can get his number retired in Boston, in Miami, someplace else. That retirement number is going to.
But if I'm not mistaken, he spent the most years here in his career.
He did, but he got overtaken.
Well,
such is life.
That ain't.
I
good,
mean,
man.
if that was the case, they should have retired his number a long time ago.
He don't want. He
Before
didn't win a
that.
championship.
Yeah,
Giannis won a championship. Let me tell you this: this sweatshirt that I have on, the Kareem City, it's my man Twan Mack that had passed away not too long ago. I'm glad you mentioned it. We're having a memorial service for him on the 11th. Which is this weekend. We having all because it was hip hop, so all the hip hop guys are coming together, and we're doing the show for him at the Cooperage. So
nice.
If y'all knew Twan Man, come out, check us out. We're doing that just to say
Nice.
that.
That's what's up.
But let me ask you this: the double. When did they start keeping doubles as a stat? Like before, it was just as what you did. Kareem went out and he averaged. I saw it on TV. He averaged 30 points and 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, they've been keeping track of double doubles and triple doubles because
I know triple doubles.
It became really a thing when Oscar Robertson came, and then the double double I think became more popular or prevalent around when the centers, when Shaq got in the league, and it was always the points and rebounds where assists really didn't matter, and then it was rare that you would get a triple double with blocks. Yeah, and that's when David Robinson and all those came along. But
so my whole point is that back in the day, that's just what a center did. You got double figure points and double figure rebounds. That's what you were supposed to do.
But is Giannis a center?
Yeah, pretty much. Come on. Brook Lopez is the 3-point shooter. In his current status, Brook Lopez is out by the rim. Giannis is the one that's posting. Now, on defense, Brook is the center. It changes. So the league is different now.
Yeah, the league is very much different.
Because Brook is shooting threes. He shoot better than most guards.
Yeah, and what's so funny is it's the first 10 years of his career he never attempted a three.
Wow,
never attempted a three, and he is the Nets all-time leading scorer.
That's crazy. You don't think about that.
Yeah, you don't think of Brook Lopez as being like that dude, but he was that dude for a minute.
The Nets had Dr. J for a little while when they were ABA, so I don't know if they keep in those stats or it's just NBA, but I remember when Giannis came in the league, and it was him, and it was the brother from Duke. I cannot remember his name.
Jabari Parker?
Jabari Parker. And you couldn't tell me that Jabari Parker wasn't going to be what Giannis is now. I just knew Jabari Parker was going to be that man. And anybody that say they didn't think the same, I'm looking at you. If you pick Giannis out of those two to become the person that they are now, like Jabari Parker is playing, and he done had a bunch of injuries and stuff. He's playing over in Europe. If you picked Giannis, his small frame, couldn't speak English, could barely shoot, all of this stuff.
Right.
Never had a pancake or a smoothie until he got here.
Right. If you picked this dude to be that dude that he is now, you knew something everybody didn't know.
Yeah. So shout out to the Bucks. Shout out to Giannis, even though I'm sure you're not listening. But congratulations on all
Giannis
of your success. And on the reels, I mean, I can't say that I'm some type of proud dad, but I just feel like I was very fortunate to see the beginning of his journey and just to see how his career has panned out.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool to see.
Because 51 pounds of muscle, that takes a lot of working out.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
it does.
a lot of dedication.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I remember Giannis couldn't even bench 125.
Wow.
When he first got here, he could not even bench 125.
Wow.
And
wow, that is crazy.
Yeah,
I wasn't about that.
No,
Did he get drafted?
I know, right?
Because he was just tall and based off of potential. And it really was luck too, by the way. I mean, let's not don't think that the Bucks were the only one that saw that Giannis could be a star. I mean, it was kind of the luck of the draw, which is what the draft is.
Well, it makes you wonder who they got sitting out now. I mean, who's not, out in the open.
Who's the next one?
Yeah, who's the next
come
one?
Up and be?
I mean, it makes you wonder. Okay, Who y'all got in the background? Who's?
I think since Giannis, that's pretty much stopped.
Yeah.
That he flew under the teams, kicked themselves, and they have increased their European and international scouting.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
Not just because of him, but it was already there. But I think when you miss out on a player like, because Giannis, what did he go like? He was lottery.
15.
He wasn't even lottery.
No.
So there was 15 other players picked before him.
Wow.
So you just think they were like, what did we miss? And he was there, and they could have had him.
Yeah.
And he could have changed their whole organization. You know?
Years down the road.
Yeah.
That was like 10 years ago.
But that takes that. But back then, though, it took a lot of hard work because it wasn't like Giannis was playing in a real league.
No.
Like he was basically playing what over here would be like a YMCA league.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to go to these, far out places and these small little gyms, and, and they found them.
That's
but
what I'm saying. It took some deep scouting to get Giannis on. To find out about
it wasn't that hard for his brothers to get shouted out.
See, his brother was drafted before him, wasn't he? Second round?
Well, yes. He ended up going to the G League, and
he was drafted by the Knicks first.
By the Knicks
in the second round. So his brother was on the radar, and so that kind of
helped him.
Let's check out this dude. But
yeah.
But he got two brothers in the NBA now, right?
I'm talking about the older one.
Oh, okay.
No, he doesn't have any brothers in the NBA now.
They all out.
They all
out.
Well, at least they got their checks.
Yeah. Well, on top of that too, they one of them is playing over in Greece.
Okay.
And so I'm sure he's doing quite fine.
Right.
Nobody in that family was worrying about money.
Yeah.
They know basketball.
I'm just trying to be a cousin. Antetokounmpo.
So, man, I say that.
What up, cuz?
There's a lot of
not
stories.
To change the subject, but speaking of nepotism and whatnot in the NBA, what about the Ball brothers and Leandro Ball? Did y'all talk about this? His song that's getting made
viral.
I was trying to avoid saying the word, but it's kind of getting popular. This song, and it's like. It's three of the brothers. Y'all remember LeVar Ball, the father that was there, that was so criticized for doing whatever he was doing.
Right.
He has the two sons in the league, and the third one kind of didn't make it. He did some stupid stuff in China and got kicked off the team in USC, whatever. So
he went over there and stole some sunglasses.
That's what he did.
That's what he did.
Was that the one?
So you aware?
Yeah.
Telly's aware. He stole some sunglasses. You got your way to the league paved for you. And then he decided to, because everybody's watching the Ball brothers, his father, and talking about, he steals some sunglasses in China. And he get kicked off the team. Now
I remember that.
Now he can't get back in the league. He was on some. Anyway, long story short, he came out with a song that sounds like Juvenile and Boosie and all of this stuff. And so we were speaking earlier about going viral. He's doing that and trying to get a bag off of that. And the NBA is kind of secretly pushing it as well because
because like, look, we'll promote your rap career, but you ain't about to play basketball in this league.
You a Ball brother, so we're gonna promote your rap career. Your little brother is like the face of almost. At some point, is going to be the face of the league. Melo is ridiculously talented. Some of the stuff he does is crazy exciting. He's like Pete Maravich for today's age. So they're going to promote him soon. And, we'll promote your song. It helps us with the young people. But I say all of that to say the Giannis brothers had their shot. And they just dropped the ball. It just seems like, like one of them, they took him to L.A., right? Because they wanted to get Giannis in L.A.
Yep.
So they're like, we're going to put your brother on the roster.
Yep.
And he won a championship out there.
He won one in the bubble.
But as soon as Giannis signed back with the Bucks, get out of here.
Yeah. They were like, we go.
We good.
Even if you go back to draft night when Giannis was drafted, he didn't even go to the stage. He wasn't like in the back. He was in the stands with him and Thanasis, and they couldn't even say his name right. And then he was they were just waving the Greek flag. It's funny to look back and see where he has come from. But shout out to the Bucks again. They were able to take care of Wembanyama and the Spurs, 121-105. And like I said, to start the show, we have a lot of hot topics to get to. If you didn't know, today is a national day of mourning as the 39th president, Jimmy Carter, will be laid to rest. And that also means that Don't expect any mail to be delivered today.
No mail.
No mail. The stock markets is closed. Most banks are open.
If
But
you waiting on that check, it ain't coming.
it ain't coming today. It's not coming today.
Not today.
So we are going to get into that. And also, I'm sure by now you have seen the images coming out of Southern California, and specifically in the Pacific Palisades and Malibu area, where it just seems like a huge inferno. Over 61 acres have burned and is continuing to burn in Southern California. And we're going to get into what insurance companies are doing to help out in these efforts.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So Truth Nation, get set, hit us up. 833-212-1017, or you can stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Make sure you let us know what you think about some of these topics once we get into them on the other side of the break. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It started with a prediction.
Gonna go out there and play basketball and win. And how many games? 6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snugly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
What's poppin', Truth Nation? It's your girl Noni Juice from my friends at Steinhafels. Right now at Steinhafels, get a new Tempur-Pedic mattress and save up to $300. Discover the advanced pressure-relieving power of a Tempur-Pedic, making aches and pains a thing of the past. Upgrade your sleep with an adjustable base and save up to $500. Use Steinhafels 60-month financing and get a queen Tempur-Pedic mattress for just $48 per month. Don't overpay for a good night's sleep. Shop in-store or online at Steinhafels.com. Life's better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Hold on tight, cause I tweaking this telling.
This is the song right here.
And I heard that she wanna show.
This is D'Angelo Ball song.
Hold on, let it ride for a minute, Rick.
Let's hear. You wanna tweak it over me, and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pockets blow. They having convos about me.
All right. Okay.
See, it has like a juvie.
Yeah, it ain't.
Hot Boys fit.
It ain't super whack.
No, it's not.
Right, not super whack.
It's trash. Let's not get it twisted. It's still trash, but it's not. It's okay. It's catchy. I can see why the league is. Because TNT did a whole little skit about it, and the players have been posting about it, going viral. They've been doing all of that stuff about it. So the league is gonna use it to connect themselves to the youth and make it hot because that's what they do. So.
Yeah. Well, I found it funny that at a Charlotte Hornets game, LaMelo wasn't playing, and he was on the bench. And it was two dudes that walked by, and they were rapping LiAngelo's song, and then they videoed themselves walking behind the bench, and then they got right by LaMelo, and they were like, swerve, and then LaMelo kind of turned around, started dying laughing. I mean, just imagine somebody come up and they rapping your brother lyrics, and you know your brother just became a rapper last week.
Right.
It was just became a rapper 2 weeks. Nobody even knew this dude rapped till 2 weeks ago, and now you're.
But we know all it takes to be a rapper is just get a bunch of tattoos and get some dreads, or get your hair braided up, and all of a sudden you hard.
As a rapper, I hate to say that is the case.
That is the case right now. All of a sudden, like you hard, you from the streets just because you went and got some ink.
And go viral. That's
go viral.
That's the theme of the day.
All of a sudden, you from the streets now.
Right.
They from Chino Hills, California. Does Chino Hills sound hard to you at all?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. Okay. But hey, I'm not saying that you got to be hard to be a rapper, but don't rap and try to be hard.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing you can't do.
And that's what's funny about this song is that LiAngelo is. I can't say his name. I'm killing it. He's rapping hard. He's rapping pretty gangster. Because the whole thing is I'm hitting the corner and it's like, whoa. Like he's talking about spinning the corner on somebody. And spinning the corner means, bending the corner means you coming back with the, you about to lay somebody down. What are you talking about?
Right,
brother?
exactly.
You're a ball brother. You're a basketball player. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
But, in today's climate, you could say that stuff and people be like, oh, he's just rapping. It's nothing. It's entertainment. And that's fine. But it's just like, I'm from the era where it was keep it real. And when you rapped about stuff you did, that made me sound like a dinosaur. But it's true.
Yeah.
You rapped about stuff you did.
Well, there it is. And before break, I mentioned, I'm sure everyone is aware of the wildfires that are taking place in Southern California. And before we get into that, definitely want to acknowledge more about this being a day of mourning. And as the 39th president of the United States, Jimmy Carter, will be laid to rest today. And Chauncey already hit us up on our talk and text line and says, yeah, it's a national day of mourning for the late, great Jimmy, but they could have left the doggone stock market open for at least half a day or some. All right, Chauncey, yeah.
Wall Street.
Cool out, man.
Chauncey?
Cool out. I think a half day, if it ain't affecting NASDAQ, I'm sure it ain't going to affect you that much. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Like, I
that
feel
Chauncey
you,
may not be getting money on Wall Street. But come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, Chauncey.
Yeah. I mean,
Come on, Chauncey.
you are totally in the 0.1% of people that are thinking about that today.
Right.
But the reason why I wanted to go back to this National Day of Mourning, because, Bailey, you brought up something that was extremely educational. I had no idea that former President Jimmy Carter was the one who established FEMA.
Yes, he started FEMA in 1979.
Wow.
Now, for those of you that are unaware of what FEMA does, they are the arm of the government that comes out and helps get you back together.
What does FEMA tell the people what FEMA stands for?
Well, now,
Federal Emergency Management Agency.
There you go. That's what it stands for. But
it was your chance. I was throwing that softball to you, and you get you.
I gave it back to you.
Our work relationship is so great. You threw it back to me.
Exactly. That's why we work together so well.
I got to put the sexy voice on it.
He want to be my work husband.
Oh Lord.
See, last week or 2 weeks ago, it was a most different situation. The girl at the crib must have been like, wait a minute.
Ricky, this is the part where I don't get in grown folks' business.
Men are so
I do not get in grown folks' business. Yeah, that's a grown conversation y'all having.
I put the sexy voice on her talking about FEMA.
So anyway, getting back to all seriousness, FEMA is the branch of the government that comes out and makes sure that, you get what you need, whether it's food, clothing, all of those things, money to start over, all of those things when things like, the wildfires that are happening in California, are happening, or the situation we had in North Carolina about two months ago, when those things are happening, that's the part of the government that comes out, make sure you're all right.
Yeah, most natural disasters, they will,
come out and put the infrastructure in for you.
They're supposed to.
Yeah, that's what they're meant to do. And to think, Jimmy Carter did a lot of things.
Yeah.
But
most of it, would you say, came after his presidency?
Most of the biggest stuff.
A lot of things, but people don't lean into his work with civil rights and trying to make sure that we're people of color in this country are getting a fair shake and all those things.
Because Jimmy was president, 76 to 80, right?
Yeah.
And so he's at the tail end of the civil rights.
Yeah, he's at the tail end.
It's coming.
Exactly.
So he's the turning point of before, because if Reagan would have came president in 76, no telling where we would be.
Right.
So, he's the buffer between the civil rights and the modern era coming with the 80s. And, Jimmy did a lot of stuff, and he got a raw deal. I was watching a documentary about him the other day. He got a raw deal with the hostages that were taken while he was in presidency, the last 200 days or 300 days of his presidency.
Yeah.
And then soon as he loses the election, they let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was in the White House, just to be factual, 1977 to 1981.
81.
Right.
81, yeah. But, I'm sure it was 80, and how the inauguration is the following year. So, basically the 80.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And, that whole deal, he had actually worked out the deal, from my understanding, and Reagan took credit for it. But Carter worked out the deal, got him set loose, but they would not release him until it was like 1 minute after.
1 minute after he lost the election.
Exactly.
They released him. So he couldn't even use it. If they would have given out these hostages, given them back prior to the election day,
exactly,
he probably wouldn't have lost, and we would have never got Ronald Reagan. Just imagine the world, the America that would have happened if we wouldn't have gotten what happened in the 80s, from 80 to 88. Just imagine.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yes. It was a different time then, and a transformational time for this nation.
Yeah.
And Bernice King, the daughter of the slain civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr., compared the two Georgians and Nobel Peace Prize winners, saying, quote, "Both President Jimmy Carter and my father showed us what is possible when your faith compels you to live and lead from a love-centered place."
I believe Jimmy Carter was the first United States president to receive a Nobel Peace Prize too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's you over a country like America, a warmongering country, and you get the Nobel Peace Prize. That's something.
Yeah. Well, one of the things he did, he helped start the church that he later was, for the rest of his life was in. And one of the reasons he left the Southern Baptist Church was because they wouldn't admit black people.
Jimmy sounded like a
he sounded like a man. That's all I'm saying.
And we were talking earlier about, we were talking about going viral off air and all of the other things, and we were talking about the lives of politicians and people who have stardom, and after they leave office, that kind of it goes away. Jimmy left office and became almost more famous. He started doing more work and really leaned into the work in Africa, the building of the houses and things like that. I'm always skeptical of that, but when you look into it, he was doing some stuff and it was helping people. So, you got to give him his credit and give him his due for the things that he did. Post those 4 years didn't define his life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he made sure that didn't happen.
And you see a lot of presidents that don't do a whole lot after they get out of office.
Right.
And, they may start off with an initiative and then, it seems like it kind of fade away. Not to say that they don't have stuff going on, but they don't have nearly as much as former President Carter had going on.
Right.
Yes.
Well, they all have said that they wanted to model their post-presidential life after his. So that's interesting.
Well, they need to get going.
Well, hey,
because the only thing Obama's done is wrote a book.
Well, no.
Movies.
He has some.
Made some movies. But
he has some kind of center for African American males that he does or something every year.
Really?
Yeah, he does. You got to look that up. He is doing some. Actually,
BMAC. He has what's it's called? BMAC, Black Male Achievement, something, right? Yeah. He's still over that running that. That's a governmental thing, but he's still. Oh, okay.
And then also, Clinton has something that he does too. I'm not really sure.
We know what Clinton does.
After, you see all these y'all better stop now.
Stop. Clinton, chill.
Bill, look.
Bailey was talking and it took her
It's a good 4 years. Leave Bill alone. Good 8 years. I'm sorry, good 8 years.
I was about to say, he had 8. Leave that playing that saxophone on Arsenio.
Look, hey. Bill had a good 8 years.
Just
leave the man alone.
Keep Bill away from blue dresses.
That's all. Okay, anyway.
From blue dresses to blue peas. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Y'all better leave that man alone.
Hey, I'm done. But again, Truth Nation, today is the National Day of Mourning once again. Today will mark the final day of the 6-day funeral process. I just saw it. Want to get back to it. Give me 1 second. There it is. It concludes the 6 days of natural rights that began in Plains, Georgia, where Carter was born in 1924 and lived most of his life and died there December 29th at the age of 100. And the ceremonies continued in Atlanta and Washington, where Carter, a former naval officer, engineer, and peanut farmer, has been lying in state since Tuesday. So I did see President-elect Donald Trump and Melania. They were among the mourners yesterday. Yeah, I was shocked to see them.
You said Melania?
Ain't that her name?
She a clone.
That's soon to be first lady clone. I mean
clone.
See,
first clone.
See,
let's not go down that rabbit hole. Let's not do that. Let's not play people. If we have people calling in talking about that, we just playing, y'all. We don't.
It's Melania.
Melania.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, who cares?
Right.
Forget her.
That's what she put on the jacket.
Yeah.
Listen. The fact that she's still with this man is crazy. She don't even like him. She don't even like him. Why we gotta like this dude? Anyway, listen.
So
she
again,
getting a check though. At least she getting a check.
If you haven't heard, today is again a day of national mourning, which means that you will not receive mail today. The post offices are closed, as well as the stock market. So this will definitely be a day where former President Jimmy Carter will be honored, and people will say their final goodbyes. And another interesting thing, before we go to break, that is going to be interesting to see come January 20th. So President Biden has ordered flags to be flown at half staff for the next 30 days. And Trump said that it shouldn't last that long. So I'm thinking, and I'm not even going to, try to put this out there, but I wouldn't be shocked, I'll say that, if he says, once he's in there, hey, raise those flags back up. This is a new day.
That's what he's going to do. He's not going to.
This is a new day. I'm the president again, and flags should be flying where they supposed to be flying.
Now just think of the picture we had where we had almost got assassinated. The flag is flying big, and they're going to use the flag for their promotional stuff. They can't have the flag at half staff when he's getting elected. That matters. This is like the death of the country. We elected. He's coming through, and the flag is at half. Come on, man.
Yeah,
he's not gonna do that.
He's not gonna do that, and it just is.
Let the city burn. Oh, I'm sorry.
It is so crazy that they are. Yeah. Anyway, Truth Nation, keep it locked right here. Also, hit us up 833-212-1017. Stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. When we come back, we'll get into those wildfires that are burning rapidly and out of control in California, and what are insurance companies doing that really isn't helping those victims' causes out. So keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly. More after the break.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Do you need CPR or first aid certification? A&E CPR has got you covered. With over 15 years in the health and wellness industry, A&E CPR is a trusted American Red Cross training provider right here in Milwaukee. Whether it's CPR, first aid, or AED training, A&E CPR classes give you the skills and confidence you need to respond to life-threatening emergencies. They offer online courses and in-person classes. You can even receive your certification the same day you complete the class. So visit anecpr.com to get certified today. That's anecpr.com.
Is your washing machine not quite getting the job done the way you expected? Running your dryer over and over because it is taking forever to dry your clothes? Be frustrated no more, because Create Suds Laundromat in Milwaukee can get rid of all your washing and drying headaches. They offer new big load washers and dryers to reduce your cleaning time, and even have free Wi-Fi for customers. Stop battling with stubborn stains and piles of laundry and visit Create Suds Laundromat. They are open every day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Check out Jammin' with Juice, where it's amazingly juicy.
No, that's beautiful, Jesse. If you ever need any host for any of these events that you have coming up, you should contact Jammin' with Juice. We'll be more than happy to host these events for you.
Listen, Jammin' with Juice, you are like top of my list. Now I know we're going to do a lot of fun stuff in a lot of years to come, because I love you guys. I love your listeners. I love Milwaukee. And I can't wait to have an amazing night next week with Cast Off, T Grizzly, and Lakia.
Yes, I love that you picked those artists as well, because they're really powerful artists, especially for the youth.
And you know you always got a friend in band.
You know what? Shout out to Not Really a City Girl, man. Shout out to Not Really a City Girl. That is a really great item. And
for my birthday?
Oh yeah. A
sweatshirt with your picture and an autographed copy of your non-existent CD?
Yup.
No stone left unturned.
Okay, I just wanted to say, when we were talking about picking races, I am biracial, so I always had to pick one. If everybody remembers, you used to have to pick one, and I was always black. Now, when I called over the phone for a loan, I used my white voice, and I got a really great rate.
Come get your drop of juice.
Hey, I want to say congratulations to both of y'all from where y'all started at the station to where y'all at now.
Thank you.
I remember Juicy Juice used to be upstairs. Nobody never seen her. And Jammin', you started over there, I think, with Tori, and now where y'all at now, I'm proud of y'all. And you know we sipping on that apple. And don't forget the crown. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have a blessed day. I love both of y'all, and continue the good energy for us young people.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
From the 414 to everyone across the globe, Jammin' with Juice is here for you. Check out Jammin' with Juice daily on YouTube.
We have this accident on 94 southbound at just south of 7 Mile Road in Racine County. It's off on the right shoulder, so heads up with that. But now we also have an accident northbound 94, just north of Highway 158. This is off on the right shoulder as well. Looks like it's a box truck and another semi, at least the front part of the semi. So just heads up with that as you're heading past that scene. Rest of the system is actually looking pretty good. Still seeing that building volume, but no major delays at the moment. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, mostly sunny, a high of 29. Tonight, chance for light snow later on, mostly cloudy with a low of 23. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I actually been listening to this. because of the Kendrick Lamar, I went back and listened to this.
Okay, you saw Call Me Lame. What is this?
It's Debbie Deb.
Yeah,
So
it's from the 80s.
It's like a category called freestyle. It was real popular amongst like Puerto Ricans and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
It was popular.
No, I'm saying it was popular with a lot of people, but Puerto Ricans loved it.
It blew up
But it
in
was-
Latino community.
Yeah, but it was like it's more like dance music.
Well,
you
it's
know what I
freestyle.
mean?
So what she's making this up as she's going along, supposedly. It's like Future, the rapper that he makes stuff up. It's like that's what she's doing. She's making this up. But they came back into the lexicon of what we talk about now because of Kendrick Lamar sampled it on his last album.
Oh, okay.
And so everybody went back and started listening to it.
I actually like freestyle.
Hey, listen, I've been listening to this for since Kendrick's album came out. I went back and listened. This is one of my favorite songs. We used to break dance off of this. Y'all better watch out.
Well, Aceto on our YouTube message board, that must have woke them up. They said freestyle music forever, baby.
See? We used to roll out the mat to this and break dance. You better watch out.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I didn't know that it was like that right now. But
and this song was like
way to
7
school
minutes.
me.
This song was like 7 minutes long. So you press play on this song, you get 3 or 4 guys out there breakdancing on one
Just
song.
imagine
And they gonna
back
be
in the day,
sweating.
Dame come to the house party. You trying to battle?
I was like 8 though, so I was at the house party. I was just out front of the house, acting like I was
out front of the You better not get off that porch, boy. That's your mama right there. You better stay your behind on that porch.
Truth Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. We're going to get into those very, very unbelievable images that I'm sure you have seen out of Southern California with those wildfires that they cannot contain. And when you have the wind that they are getting, it just seems like it is not going to slow down anytime soon because they are literally getting hurricane winds, but no rain to come with it.
Right.
That's making it worse.
And that's making it worse.
It is.
Because, firefighters, by the time they get to one place, it is spread so far and it's spreading so fast that it's really hard to contain. And you would think that, hey, they got insurance. They'll be fine. But listen to what one of the residents had to say about what insurance companies are doing for the people that may not be able to return to a home.
In this house for 75 years, and they've had the same insurance, and these insurance people decided to cancel their fire. And we're going through this, and it just happened, and they have no fire insurance. Living in this house.
So there you have it. And I think insurance companies
Go on the speech, bro.
Here's the thing with these insurance companies now. They have been exposed since the assassination of that United Healthcare CEO.
Yes.
And now people are paying more attention to the fact that these insurance companies have been doing these type of tactics and practices for a minute now. So you mean to tell me all of a sudden they just want to cancel fire insurance as if they haven't done their research to figure out, well, this might actually hit this area one day. So let's make sure that we're not bombarded with a bunch of claims. Let's just say we don't do that anymore. And Dame, you were naming some of the insurance companies.
Yeah. Some of the insurance companies is crazy. When you look it up, you got Travelers Insurance. Big name. Tokyo Marine America, Nationwide, Farmers, USAA, which I would never think they would do that. You got Allstate and Chubb. So these insurance companies are not small little insurance companies. These are the big guys that are deciding we're not going to cover fire. And it's not and not to make it sound like they just decided today that they weren't going to cover when the fire started. They've been systematically doing this in California in areas that are historically hit by wildfires all of the time. Now, y'all were saying this area isn't isn't on that wildfire area list.
No, it's not.
So these people that are getting canceled as these fires are spreading. So these people are like, what am I supposed to do? And when insurance companies do these things, we talked about the United Healthcare and the way that insurance companies, the new mode for business, the new model for business for insurance companies is we're going to cancel them, we're going to deny it, and if they fight it, then we'll pay it. If they don't, then we're saving money. That's the way they're saving money. Is taking what they're supposed to do for you off of the table. What kind of business model was that?
I mean, think about this. As a homeowner, as someone that owns a car, someone that has health insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You pay premiums every single month.
Correct.
9 times out of 10, ain't nothing happening with you.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially with these homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Pay renter's insurance and all this.
For years and years. They are accumulating your money for years and years and years.
I just paid my homeowner's insurance.
The one time something happens,
they not there for you.
They not there.
And Bailey, you bring up a great point, and it just made me think about this as well. When's the last time you heard of an insurance company filing for bankruptcy?
You never.
I'm gonna say not never.
Not never.
Not never.
Not never.
and being lost in this is the people that this is affecting. Like we were watching it on the news, and I was watching on my phone as we were talking about this, last night, and we were sending it. Is that these are people's lives? They my little cousin Franz works out in California. He works at the airport, and you can see the fires. He's saying they're miles away, but you can see the smoke. It looks like it's right there. Mm-hmm. So what happens if they shut down the airport? Now he can't go to work. He can't get his money.
Right.
It's affecting people's lives that we know.
Yeah.
And the insurance company is acting like their model, their mode of business is we don't care about how it's affecting your life. The personal side of business, because of corporations having faceless corporations, is gone. We don't care anymore about how this really affects you.
Right.
All we care about is the bottom line. We no longer care about what's doing right. And when you start doing that with insurance, that's supposed to provide peace of mind. That's why you get insurance.
Right.
And so you don't have to worry about it.
Yes.
If something happens, you're covered. You're not worried about if this happened, X, Y, Z. I got it.
Yeah.
And I think just thinking back on how we may have gotten here, I think one of the things that probably have gotten us here is when they started making having insurance the law. Because there was a point where you did not have to have car insurance.
Right, right.
Now you can't even buy a car and get off the lot if you don't have insurance.
You don't have it.
And so you are mandated. You are forced.
You are forced
to pay for this. And that's when I believe that insurance companies are like, we could do this for profit. It's not to protect people, because you could think that you could watch these State Farm commercials and just say, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and they're going to pop up.
Right.
But you just named State Farm as one of the ones that's canceling the insurance.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, the fire insurance, so I'm sure they're not going to have a commercial to say, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, unless your house gets caught on fire.
Right.
And what we're watching is what was historically done to black people back in the day, when black people would get insurance or get life insurance, and because as in the back in the day, that's how people passed on their inheritance, was via life insurance. When I die, you're gonna get 100,000, 200,000. You're gonna get this money, and that's gonna set you up for. That was the way we saved money.
Right.
But what happened was a lot of times those companies wouldn't pay out. And so what they saw is probably that those companies probably made a lot of money. A lot of these companies grew from that era. So they made a lot of money doing that. And now they're like, well, let's make a lot of money doing it now. Yeah. Why can't we just do it now? Do the same. We just won't honor it. And if they sue us, they sue us, and then we'll pay it.
Yeah.
But if they don't have the capabilities or the capacity or the bank account to sue us, then we're not paying them no money, and nobody cares.
Yeah.
Because it's been happening so long, and nobody's pulling these insurance companies over the coals for what they've been doing.
Yeah.
Well, you think it's going to happen now? No.
No,
it still ain't going to happen.
It still ain't going to happen.
Chauncey hit us up on our talking text line and says, no need to borderline sugarcoat it. Them doggone insurance companies have always had the propensity to be scammers.
Yeah.
Truth Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. You can always stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. We're going to step aside for a break, but after the break, we'll continue the conversation. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. The Truth app is home for all the Milwaukee Panther content you would want.
He'll dart baseline, and he will tomahawk it home with his right hand.
From conversations on the airwaves.
We're going to defend every board up the floor and every bounce and every pass. And we've got good depth, and you have to have good depth for the way we play.
To game highlights.
And at the top, rises for three over Young and buries it.
Find The Roar on the Truth app, Apple, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts to keep up with Panthers hoops.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snugly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
Truth Nation, get ready to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community as we host our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. This will be a Truth family party where we will celebrate the unsung heroes of our community and we roll out the red carpet for those making a positive impact every day. Tickets are selling fast, so go to 1017thetruth.com today to make sure you do not miss out on the biggest celebration in Milwaukee. Tickets are only $25 and includes free food, free drinks, and free Truth giveaways. Don't miss an evening filled with entertainment, heartfelt stories, and celebrating our city with the 1017 The Truth team. Visit 1017thetruth.com right now to buy your tickets to our Truth Community Awards. That is 1017thetruth.com to secure your spot for a night of celebrating the excellence of our community. The Truth Community Awards is presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel and brought to you by the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance, and you can weather any storm. You'll also save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, get your tickets now for our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th, celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. Visit 1017thetruth.com to purchase your tickets today. They are only $25, which includes heavy appetizers, a drink, and a great time hanging out with our Truth family. Don't wait. You do not want to miss out on the best community awards event of the year. Visit 1017thetruth.com to buy your tickets to our first annual Truth Community Awards at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel on Friday, February 28th, starting at 5 o'clock. We have Bailey Coleman and Damian LZ in the building. Short segment here, so let's go ahead and get to Al. Al, you are on Truth Be Told with Telly, Bailey, and Damian. Good morning. What's your question or comment?
My question is, I noticed stupidity is something that that people are learned with, and I noticed for a lot of black folks, they stand with Donald Trump, who's a second-generation American who does not go by his real last name. And I do understand with Elon Musk, his kids is test tube babies. Could any of y'all explain to me why black people look at these Caucasian people as anointings, or do you think they have an open door for race play? Because when I look at what's American people are people that's born here and people who make their kids the American way, not through the test tube. Can you explain that to me, please?
Thank you, Al. I'll do my best. And it's funny I wish that you would have called with this question yesterday, because we were talking about classism, and we played a clip that how the system is designed for rich people to have poor people fight against each other, and as opposed to, because the prime example was during the election, you had black people fighting against other black people because they wanted to vote for Trump. And what do you think Trump is sitting back doing? This is exactly what I want y'all to do.
Exactly.
Fight amongst each other.
Right.
Because you cannot say you didn't feel a certain kind of way if you rolled up to a brother and he was talking about, yeah, Trump's my guy. Like, you were going to feel a certain kind of way.
Oh, yeah.
And then what is that going to do? That's just going to start tension. And what are you all fighting for? So besides looking to the left or looking to the right, which is what they want to do, and Damon, you had a great example, is, hey, look at my right hand while I slap the mess out of you with my left.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what the system is designed for, and the system is working for the people who designed it.
Yeah.
That's what Trump does.
Yeah.
We were talking about, not to get too far off, because we were talking about the wildfires and stuff, but Al called in and dropped a little Al bomb on us, pause. What it is and Bailey was talking about this too. You look at Trump, and I go back to 2016 when Trump was elected. I was watching something, and they said Trump patterns himself after Putin. If you watch his elections and the things that he's done, he's patterned himself after Putin. And if you know Putin will say some of the wildest stuff. And that's the watch the right hand. I'm gonna say something wild. He say some of the wildest stuff, and the next thing you know, he's running into Ukraine.
Right.
So you have to watch. You can't pay attention to the things that he says, because one is gonna drive you crazy, because they're gonna say some stupid stuff, and then two, there you go.
There you go. Dave, I'm going to let you finish that thought. We got to get to this before we get to break. Truth Nation, now is your chance to be our one call. That's all Gruber 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be caller number 7 right now at 833-212-1017, and you will be entered in to win the $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that is caller number 7 at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. And Dame is going to finish his thought on the other side of the break. Keep it locked right here. Hour number 2 of Truth Be Told with Telly coming up next.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, it's Sherwin Hughes, and I cannot wait for you all to join me at our first annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th at Potawatomi Casino and Hotel starting at 5:30 p.m. Truth Nation will have food, drinks, prizes, and a night of celebrating the incredible people that are making a major impact in our great city. Get your tickets now by going to 1017thetruth.com. Tickets are only $25, and that's 1017thetruth.com to buy your tickets to the Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 28th.
It started with a prediction.
We'll go out there and play basketball and win. And how many games? 6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Truth Nation, let us talk our ish for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like Grammy Award winner John Legend.
Knowing that fight isn't over, knowing that we've got to stay motivated and stay inspired. Glory was a song that myself and Common wrote. Two brothers from the Midwest, from Chicago and from Springfield, Ohio.
Oscar Award-winning actor Don Cheadle.
I know that we're the bright, shiny thing that sometimes gets the attention, but I would say don't listen to celebrities. You don't have to listen to us. Listen to yourself.
And President Donald Trump's son, Don Jr.
When did we have a strong economy? And I don't think anyone with a straight face can say right now. And the reality, when you look at it, it's not even voting for my father. Look at the team that's now surrounding him.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
That's more of it.
Ricky just finna hit us over the head.
Okay.
with freestyle music and breakdance music.
Okay.
It's a freestyle morning.
I see it.
I guess.
You see, it all has that certain sound, and you know it when
It's
it
that
comes
dance.
on.
It's the same as in the 80s. Just break in and
Yeah, it's that dance, that 80s dance sound.
Who is this one? Who is this?
This is Stevie.
Stevie, I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say they still go crazy over Stevie.
Stevie.
They still go.
They love that Debbie Deb though. That he just played.
Stevie and Debbie Deb. Quick story on Debbie Deb. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all, and I know we're talking serious stuff, but listen to this. This is kind of serious too. Debbie Deb came out. Debbie Deb is I think she's a Puerto Rican woman from Philly, and she didn't fit when she moved to Philly. She from Florida or something like that. She didn't fit the what they wanted it to look like.
Mm-hmm.
So she recorded all of these songs and they switched it up. When the album came out, they switched her out with a in-shape chick.
Like they did Martha Wash.
Yeah, they switched her out.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was broke, not broke, but living. They took all her stuff because she wrote these songs.
Uh-huh.
So they took all her stuff, and then so the companies ended up getting bought by another company, the record company, and then they was like, we're going to give it back to you, and we're going to make you the face of your own music again. And so she started being able to do it. That's just crazy.
That's what they did with Martha Wash and CNC Music Factory.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
okay,
but nobody was bigger with that stuff than Lisa.
Oh, that's
Come
the
on.
same.
Yeah.
So if you know Lisa,
Coachella.
I know you know who Lisa is.
I do know who Lisa is.
Yeah.
But I
my
also
generation.
know when I don't understand or know something about a subject, I shut up too. So I'm gonna let y'all educate me.
That's how I feel like when you all talk sports. I know a few names, but I'm kind of like, right, yeah.
But yeah, Lisa.
I don't even do that. I ain't acting. You heard me. I ain't say a word.
When y'all get with the double and the triple and the triple cousin double, and my cousin's double.
Yeah, Lisa was the pop version of this. This stuff would be like the underground version.
Yeah.
Lisa was the pop version, the surface version.
Yeah.
I just always associated freestyle with ciphers and rap battles.
Right,
and
not dance music.
No, not dance music. I mean, because I feel like if I'm just going in and freestyle, just making some stuff up over a beat, I think I could do that. Probably for about 45 seconds. But,
you know, hey.
Because I don't have any bars like you, Dave. I really don't.
I still got a little bit I can make up something. But
I have never had any
my
bars.
ability to do it without doing a cuss word is small, though. Anyway, let's not go there.
Oh, man. I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, it's hard to freestyle without, you throw a mother in there, it just fits.
No other word can fit.
It's going to fit right there.
Don't expect Davian to release a Christian rap album anytime soon.
No time soon.
If you know me, you know that's never going to happen. Unless they start letting them cuss in church. Cuss in church.
That ain't going to happen.
You know. If I was a preacher, I would cuss.
Really?
Yeah, and you wouldn't be a preacher too long. Yeah, there are.
Yeah, there are.
I would cuss.
Yeah.
F the devil. And you know.
And then you have people like, ooh, yeah, no.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, exactly.
My church would be the realest.
I bet.
Come as you are for real. Okay,
let's say what you want to say for real.
Okay.
The realest church in America.
Yes. Truth Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. The giveaway has already been awarded. Ricky, we have a winner for that, right? So if you call in now, please call on the topic that we're talking about, because today's entry for the 5,000 giveaway, Gruber Law giveaway, we already got our winner. So, man, somebody must be listening because the phone stopped ringing. Yeah. I just want to be real with you. You're going to keep calling and the winner. Who's the winner, Ricky? Alan, congratulations, Alan. You are today's 5K Gruber Law giveaway, and you've been entered to win the $5,000.
Yeah.
You haven't won it yet.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
So coming up here looking for their 5Gs.
Yeah, no.
They be knocking on the window.
We have made that clear.
I want my which one of you got it?
Okay.
Knocking at the door.
Were you here? I mean, so over the last 2 years, you don't think that has happened?
That is hilarious.
And people will come to this window and be talking to you as if I can hear them.
Right.
And I'm not that great of a lip reader. And man, I won something, man. They told me to come up here. I'm like, look, I ain't got nothing to do with that, man.
Right.
I think I'm just making something up that's funny. I'm living your life. This is stories you have.
No, that's real.
That's real.
And that's what's so crazy about it, because you would think that was made up. But
it sounds like, when I said it, I was like, who's really going to do that? Who's really going to knock at the window? And
several people, and let's not remind them because they might want to do it again.
Okay.
But
let me shut up then.
Yeah.
Let me not put no ideas in nobody head. Trying to be funny.
They told me to come up here, though. No.
I could just imagine that somebody knocking.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's my mom? You can't hear nothing they say.
Nothing.
Their mouth just moving.
It has happened. It has happened. We've been talking about the wildfires in California, and something that amazed me. Timing is everything to me, and there's a time and a place to do and say everything. And while these celebrity homes and neighborhoods are being burned to the ground, this is how crazy it is. The high school, Palisades High School, where a lot of movies were filmed, is burned to the ground.
Wow.
Yes,
Isn't
that's
that
how
where they did Breakfast Club at?
Yes, they did a bunch of movies there.
So that's historic high school.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
And there's only a couple of high schools that they have. I mean, they would go and film things at, and one of them is Beverly Hills High School. And when the Bucks would play the Lakers, they would practice in that high school, and then they would give you all the history and be like, wow, this is where this scene was, so Palisades High School was one of those high schools in Southern California that a lot of movies were made at, and that's burned to the ground. It's no more.
Wow.
And so, and besides, empathizing with what these residents are going through, President-elect Donald Trump started to place blame. He was just like, well, this is Governor Gavin Newsom's fault, and this, that, and the other. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is Creation Muse hit us up on our YouTube message board and said, Cali politicians have been neglecting their water crisis for a while. Lack of fire hydrants. Crazy when you have hydrants running dry due to environmental regulations preventing better water sources.
That's ridiculous. I don't know, and I'm not going to speak as if I'm an authority on, the climate and authority on water preservation, but this ain't the time to. People are losing stuff.
Yeah. Losing everything. And we just found out the insurance ain't covering it.
And so they're literally losing everything they have without any coverage or anybody covering them for this. And you want to say, it's because of the Democrats in California and their policies. These are natural disasters. You can't. They are. You're going to blame me for a natural disaster?
Exactly.
Here's the thing. Living somewhere like California, which I used to live out there. Telly, I think you used to live out there too.
Yes, I did.
There's been, and I lived out there 20 years ago, okay? More than 20 years ago, probably 25. But anyway, there was a drought then.
Right, it's what happened.
It's because, it's the area. You can't escape that. You can't make it rain.
It's been going on for centuries in that area of California. And you can't say that because, so that's just ridiculous. You're going to blame somebody for
like saying,
environmental issues.
That's like saying, it snows too much in Wisconsin, and that's their problem. And because it snows so much here, some type of natural disaster happens.
Yeah.
Come on.
So we're going to take away your ice protection insurance.
Exactly.
That's what I was saying.
Exactly.
You're like, wait a minute. That's the main reason.
And just so people, you're saying that, but I want people the listeners to really listen and understand what you're saying is that that's the twin of what's going on out there.
Yeah.
Is that because it snows so much in Milwaukee, and it snows and it's heavy snow than most places, in Wisconsin and Minnesota, we're just going to cancel all your insurance that will cover any snow damage to your home, your roof caving in, hail hitting your car, that type of stuff, snow damage on your hood of your car.
Or we're not going to insure the salt trucks.
Right.
So you're just going to be rolling around at your...
We're not going to insure
come on,
salt damage to your vehicle.
That is ridiculous. It's not a time to blame other people or point the finger. These people are watching their neighborhoods burn to the ground, and you trying to figure out who fault it is.
Through no fault of their own.
Exactly. We got Al from Sherman Park on the line. Al, good morning. What's your question or comment?
Hey, good morning. I wanted to comment on the insurance industry, and it was probably when was this? 1997. I went to work for a major insurance company here in Milwaukee, and I remember an executive telling me, she said, Al, remember that insurance companies are run by actuaries, accountants, and attorneys. And the job of the actuary is always to figure out the risk, whether they're going to insure somebody or not. And insurance companies are in the business of risk, and every state has the power to regulate an insurance company. Now, California was given notice, I think it was early 2024, that a lot of these insurance companies were going to stop insuring homeowners due to fire risk. And then there is a state body that then becomes the insurer of last resort that's supposed to insure these people. I think they're going to have to moderate something in California.
It's called California's Fair Plan, Al. We were just talking about that. California's Fair Plan. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. Keep going.
Okay. They're going to have to start doing some forest management or telling people you can't build houses in the hills where you're prone to maybe mudslides and fires, and there just have to be no-go zones. I'm really wondering if these people with these $30 million mansions are going to rebuild in California. In Florida, they stop off, Florida and some of the southern states, they stopped offering flood insurance, and the federal government has to then insure the people. But insurance companies are in the business of insuring risk, and if you're too risky, they won't insure you. I was just told that because I had a Hyundai Elantra that Progressive would not insure me because the cars are being stolen too much.
Oh, yeah. The Hyundais and the Kias, they ain't doing that no more.
That's perfect. That's perfect, Al. What you just said is a perfect connection of how we can connect and put ourselves in the shoes of those in California, though it's not as drastic. Just imagine what they're doing to people that own Kias now. You own a Kia,
and Hyundais.
you can't get insurance.
Yeah.
Because they just going to steal your stuff. It's not no fault of your own.
None of your own.
You just can't get insurance.
Yeah.
Because you happen to buy one of those cars.
Wow. Thank you for your call, Al from Sherman Park. We appreciate it. You brought up some really, really great points. And when we come back, the town, we see you. We are going to get to you as soon as we return after the break. The True Talking text line as well as our YouTube message board is blowing up. Make sure you get involved. 833-212-1017 is where you can text in your comment or question, or you can even call in and we can hear your voice, or you can stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Keep it coming, Truth Nation. More after the break.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. 1017 The Truth is now the proud home of Milwaukee Public Schools City Conference basketball. Tune in every week so you don't miss out on the classic rivalry game we all love, the high-flying dunks that leave us in awe, and the memorable moments where Milwaukee basketball legends are born. City Conference basketball on 1017 The Truth is sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, MPS proud, and presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snuggly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
What's poppin', Truth Nation? It's your girl Noni Juice from my friends at Steinhafels. Right now at Steinhafels, get a new Tempur-Pedic mattress and save up to $300. Discover the advanced pressure-relieving power of a Tempur-Pedic, making aches and pains a thing of the past. Upgrade your sleep with an adjustable base and save up to $500. Use Steinhafels 60-month financing and get a queen Tempur-Pedic mattress for just $48 per month. Don't overpay for a good night's sleep. Shop in-store or online at Steinhafels.com. Life's better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Don't settle for basic poor quality gas station car washes this winter. Surf to Tsunami Express Car Wash instead. Tsunami Express's washes offer long-lasting protection against harmful road salt and grime. Try Tsunami Express's brand new C2 with graphene wash for the glossiest, mirror-like shine. After your wash, enjoy Tsunami Express's powerful free vacuums, mat cleaners, and tire air. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Your first wash is free when you sign up online at tsunamiexpress.com.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Oh, yeah. Truth Nation, we have teamed up with Associated Bank for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we will be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 black businesses. Visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com to sign up today. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank member FDIC. Yeah, when you start talking about insurance companies and this, that, and the other, man, that's almost like talking about politics almost.
It is.
Because, I mean, it's
days.
crazy. And it used to be real easy. You get insurance, you pay it, and when something happens, they take care of it. They're basically giving you your money back.
Right.
But it seems like you give this money to this pot year after year after year, month after month, and when it's time for you to get something taken care of, they're like, well, we don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. You didn't say that when you were taking my money every month.
Exactly.
The stories are too prevalent now. They're happening. It's too prevalent. It's becoming part of our daily news where we're hearing about insurance companies not paying out.
Right.
And that's just not. That's what you're there to do.
Yeah.
That's what you're there to do.
Yeah. Abstract Noir on our YouTube message board says insurance is a scam. They'll collect your monthly fees with no hesitation. Creation Muse says, I agree that after all the money most people pay in, they should get some kind of help. Absolutely. The Town, you on Truth Be Told with Telly, Bailey, and Dame. Good morning. What's your question or comment?
What's going on, brothers and sisters? Good morning.
Good morning, bro.
Good morning.
I feel like that's that's up there in the more affluent part of the of that state, correct?
That is correct.
So I feel like that they got their money together, so they gonna get together. They're gonna probably file a class action lawsuit against them people because they got the means and they got the lawyers to do so collectively. So I'm not. While I am worried about it because of the visual and how you see them visuals, it looks like hell on earth. So then I go to like, well, what if that was the hood, or like when the protest was happening, and then how the pictures of that was, and then how that garnered the feelings of people. So I'm not too worried about it. But this is what I will say about it though. Like Bailey said, when she was down there, they had a drought problem. Like, okay, and then you are your state is number one. Like, nobody gets more money than California, makes more money. You know what I'm saying? They're like a country of its own. If you put California by itself, I think it's like the 7th largest country as far as GDP. So, like, they've been dealing with this dry problem and drought for a long time and haven't been able to fix it. So I'm not trying to knock Gavin Newsom. That ain't my affair. That ain't my house. But from the outside looking in, it do look like y'all could have did some stuff. Had a big project to help with that because y'all right next to the ocean. And there's some smart people that go to Caltech or something that can figure something out, clean the water up and dump the water. Right? Yeah. I know that's a neophyte, way of looking at it, but still though, like, come on, y'all make the money, get the smart people, get a plan and then execute it. And as of now, from the outside looking in, it don't look like they've been doing it. So probably some blame has to be thrown somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my time.
Yeah. Thank you for that call, The Town. We appreciate it and definitely appreciate your thoughts. And there's always, when you have natural disasters, there's always something that you feel like you could have done to prevent it. Right. But that's why it's called a natural disaster. Right. Because there are some things that you can't prepare for or you can't prevent, but you can always go back after the fact and say, well, we could have been doing this. Just like when Katrina came, like, well, we could have rebuilt the levees a little better before now. And it's like, well, I mean, usually it's always being reactive as opposed to being proactive. And it goes back to what we talked about yesterday and what we try to continue to talk about is things that, let's try to prevent it from happening and be proactive as opposed to always being reactive. And I think that's kind of what we're looking at now. And Creation Muse says they are using ocean water through helicopters, dropping it. Well, again, I'm sure if there was a system that they could have put in place, and droughts have been a problem historically in this area, I think they might have done that.
Yeah, they might have done that. And also, I mean, this area, again, was not an area that typically would have this problem or this situation happen. And think about it. Most of this area is right there by the water. And the thing about the airplanes is they've just been able to, within the last day, been able to get up in the air.
Because it's air quality,
right.
Yes.
You
can't fly.
The winds were so high and so bad. I mean, you're talking about 70, 80, sometimes 100 miles per hour winds.
Yeah, I'm not getting up in a helicopter.
No, they couldn't fly. So what happens? It gets worse than than if you could fly. And now I guess the winds are about 7, 8 miles an hour. What a difference from 100 miles an hour or 75 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it has to be bad when I was watching the Dallas Mavericks Lakers game, and the Lakers couldn't even fly home after the game because the air quality was so bad.
Yeah,
and they're even talking about moving Monday night's playoff game between the Vikings and Rams to Arizona.
Wow,
and they're going to continue to monitor things. You've had Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers step away from the team because his family was one of the ones evacuated, and he wanted to make sure that his family is good. Like, you just can't be playing basketball and your family is just out there that.
Yeah.
And
wait, is Kawhi playing?
Yeah, he actually just came back at one game, and then he left to be with his family.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm not to make fun of that. But
yeah, but also the Lakers head coach, J.J. Redick, his family had to be evacuated. So this is, like Bailey has said, this is highly unusual for wildfires to reach this part. So I'll give you an example. All right. Most of the time, let's just say, wildfires take place way out in Watertown and those obscure rural areas in Wisconsin. But this time, the wildfires have hit Wauwatosa and Brookfield.
Yes.
And yes, that's what we're talking about. So we need to give you an example. This isn't the usual where it's out in rural areas in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this is right in the city. There are a lot of celebrities and just normal families that live in these neighborhoods that are literally being burned down.
Yeah.
And who was the caller that was just up? I can't remember his name, but he was talking about they're close to the ocean, and why don't
the town?
Why don't they use? Well, what they do is I just looked it up. What it's called is desalination. And that's where they take the water from the ocean and they take the salt out of it, whatever the process is that they do. But the problem with that is, one, that it's expensive. It's expensive to do, and also to make water costs go through the roof for California. And also it takes away from, when you're taking the water out of the ocean, you're also killing or harming fish and other small ocean life as the water travels from the source through the plants and all of that stuff. So they have determined that that's just not okay.
Yeah,
and so
you're not trying to spray water and then there's all type of fish and everything going out.
Right.
It turn into a fish fry for real.
For real.
You never know what organisms is in the ocean, and you're trying to clean it out. But needless to say, like y'all was saying, this is different, and being that it's different, it puts these people that are affected by it. We don't want to lose. I keep going back to it, but you just don't want to lose the human side of it. That whether they rich or whether they are poor, whatever the case may be, it's somebody's lives. And there has to be some type of empathy and sympathy for these people, because that's the human side of it.
Right.
Whether you're rich or poor, you've created this life. Now, whether or not you can get it back, cool, but it's still lost.
Yes.
And everything is lost. Your cars, your house, your clothes.
Yeah.
Pictures of your kids when they was babies.
Yeah.
All your memories that you've created in this house or brought to this house are gone.
And then you're told that your insurance company is not going to cover it because we don't do that no more.
You can't even be financially made whole for this.
Right. And think about it. You've poured all of this money for years and years into this insurance specifically because you knew it was going to cover this for you.
You thought you was being on top of it.
You was on top of it. You was like, you know what? We got this. This is our deal. That's a part of the fabric of your being and understanding and you securing your life and your family's life and giving them that stability. It's a part of that stability of just you knowing that if something ever happens, you have money to take care of this. Because you have insured.
It's supposed to provide that security.
It's supposed to provide that security.
Yeah.
And then wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You turn around and they said, "Oh, we don't cover that anymore."
That's why they call it. That's what the caller called it, the hustle, a scam. It's a hustle. We're gonna play on your insecurity and get money from that. Whereas it wasn't. Insurance companies shouldn't be able to make a bunch of money. You're taking my money. Give me my money back. I'm investing my money in you. So just in case something bad happens to me, I can get that money back.
Exactly.
At the bare minimum, give me the money I've given back to you. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
At the bare minimum, just give me the money. I ain't asking for if my house costs $2 million to like with my house. They say it'll cost $1.5 million to rebuild your house, and it ain't even worth $1.5 million. But you tell me it's gonna cost. So how's it gonna cost $1.5 million to rebuild, and the city only got my house worth for $200-some thousand?
Exactly.
It's gonna cost $1 million. How that work?
Exactly.
But that's a whole nother subject.
Right.
Yeah. But it's gonna cost $1.5 million to rebuild my house. Fine. Just give me the money that I put into you when something happens.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to argue about it.
Because that's what I was paying for.
Yeah, and something we don't do is just, and it might not, it may be a real trigger, but just go back over the years and just think and calculate how much money you paid in insurance.
Oh my God!
That'll make you be like, yo, I'm gonna go do something about this.
Listen, on homeowners insurance, easy $5,000 a year. Now, you know what I'm saying? If your house is in the 200s of thousands or whatever, $5,000 a year on home insurance, homeowners. Now, you multiply that times 30 years, what is that? 150,000 you done put into this. So when something happens, at least give me my $150,000 back.
Just get that back.
So, but you giving $150,000 to an insurance company, but in the same time, you living check to check.
Yeah.
Right. There it
Does
is.
that make any sense?
And then,
Not at all, but it is what it is, right?
And that's what's happening. Listen, I ain't gonna talk about that. Insurance companies will take your $5,000 and they will invest it in other. That's how they make. They're taking your money like a bank. They're taking your money and investing it. So that's why it's like a banking system. So they need to be monitored and made under governmental control like banks. Like the banking system. You can't, certain things you just shouldn't be able to do. If you're going to offer insurance, you're going to offer insurance to everybody.
Yeah, so who's over insurance? That's probably the bigger question, because with we have the FCC that's over, the media. And you have other things, agencies that are over different things, but there's no one that's basically policing the insurance companies.
Nobody.
There's no one that's saying, that's not right. The only way you can prove that something isn't right is by suing them.
Right.
And who really has the money to go through that process, because they have a lot of money to go through that process.
Yeah, and they'll drag it on
and
for
they'll
years
drag it on.
and years, and you broke.
And
And listen, it's not a national system that's regulating insurance companies. It's done by the states. So each state has its own way.
Yeah, Al from Sherman Park said that. You're right. Yep, Al, you did say that.
Each state has its own way that it handles it. And in California, the way that they're handling what's happening with them deciding not to cover these people is they created the fair. I said it when Al was on the call. The California Fair Insurance Plan, right? And with that plan, California's Fair Plan, and that's offering fire insurance to these people because over the last few years they've been losing it. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you that insurance you're getting from the state is not anything you get from the state is not good. You're not gonna get stipend to go stay someplace. Right. You're gonna get the bare minimum. Mm-hmm. And that's messed up. That's the way that has to be. Because so these people have been paying into these insurance companies. What we're missing is these people have been paying into. Some of these people have been paying into these insurance companies, like you said, for decades. And then they just tell them, well, we're not gonna cover that no more. Well, give me my money back.
Right.
Give me my money back that I've given you for the last 15 years for fire damage, and nothing has happened. You didn't cover no cost. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to impress me, you want to be a politician and impress me, do that. Yeah. Make that happen.
Exactly.
If I pay into you for a certain amount of time and then nothing happens, and you cancel my insurance, give me my money back.
Well, they need to be regulated like they have regulated some of these insurance companies. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's how health insurance companies, some of the health insurance companies, they need to be regulated like that. Yeah. Now, while this health insurance thing isn't, to the science, it's better than, not covering pre-existing conditions and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Give me my money back. That's all.
Yeah. That's it. But sound like you're in a trick bag when you got insurance these days.
Yes, exactly. And I think that the more we talk about it, the more we can find fault at it. So we're going to switch topics when we return. And you don't want to miss this story. This is a local story. And let's just say this couple like to get it in no matter what. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/thereason to get started.
When a parent sees their child smile, they see hope. Aleem hoped that his son Rajib would have an easier life than he had. You see, Rajib, just like his father, was born with a cleft. But as a fisherman in a small village in Indonesia, the cost of surgery was out of reach. Their lives were transformed thanks to Smile Train, which sponsors free, life-changing cleft surgeries and other essential treatments. Rajib's surgery marked Smile Train's 2 millionth, and incredibly, Aleem's was the 2 million and first. Now, their smiles are a symbol of hope for children with clefts all over the world. 540 babies are born with a cleft each day, but through Smile Train, millions of lives have been changed. To learn more and support the global cleft community, visit smiletrain.org/learn. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Your family history of prostate cancer increases the risk for all the men in your family. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Prostate cancer is most treatable when it's detected early. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Men, it's your life. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor about getting tested. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. For more than 30 years, PCF, a leader in scientific breakthroughs, has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself. Remember, It's your life. And it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
We do still have this accident on northbound 94 between Highway 158 and 142 in Kenosha County. Right lane partially blocked with that, so be careful around that area. Looks like we've got another broken down vehicle on southbound 43, just south of Good Hope Road, basically at the end of the ramp there. It is off on the right shoulder. Eastbound 94 backing up from about 76th Street to Mitchell Boulevard, and then continuing on through the Stadium interchange to 35th. The westbound side's going to be heavy from 35th to Mitchell Boulevard. Northbound 41 slowing from Mayfair Road all the way up past Burleigh, and southbound 43 bit backed up from Capitol Drive down to Locust. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny with a high of 29 tonight. Chance for light snow later on, mostly cloudy with a low of 23. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Just like that. Excellent.
Great song, Ricky.
Yeah, exactly.
You might want to let that just ride underneath me because from the You Gotta Be Lying Files, this story I came across, and oh my goodness. So I'm just going to lay it down and just get right to it, Truth Nation.
Lay it down.
Lay it down. A man and woman accused of having sex in the Waukesha County jail lobby last year are in trouble again.
In the lobby of the jail.
Lobby in the jail. And it's so funny because if you see their pictures, it's two mugshots of them. And so I'm talking about Desmond Cleveland and Karen Hill. That was the couple that was accused of having sex in the Waukesha County jail lobby. This was last year. This time, they were caught on security video having sex at a laundromat on Christmas Eve. Now, clearly...
Did you say how old they were?
No, I'm about to get to that. I'm about to get to that.
You're going to get to that. Okay.
Because this isn't just, two young people that are just
frisky and
wild and just can't get enough of each other.
Yeah.
Desmond Cleveland is 29. Karen Hill is 67.
67, y'all.
This is a sick Negro.
29 and 67.
We should play What Race Is It?
She was...
Yes! Truth Nation.
38.
Hit us up. 833-212-1017. What race is this couple?
Guess what?
You gotta guess.
Listen. If you look, he's 29, she's 67. If you go online and you Google it, but don't cheat and do that to get their race. Wait till we determine that. But once you see the picture, you're gonna laugh because he looks one way. Mugshot. They county oranges, but she's smiling on her mugshot in her county oranges.
That's just because they just finished.
Why?
She took a visit after they finished.
She's 67, getting that 29 thing, and still got her smiling. She done got arrested. Marcus for real.
Marcus.
She done got arrested. She done got arrested for this, and is still smiling.
Still at it.
She's still smiling.
Must have been good. Must have been worth it. Prosecutors once again charged 29-year-old Desmond Cleveland and 67-year-old Karen Hill with disorderly conduct. Now, according to the criminal complaint, the owner of Flash Laundromat in Waukesha went to police after seeing the two on security video lying under a blanket on the floor.
Lying under a blanket on the floor.
So do you think they washed the blanket before or after they were done?
He said they didn't do nothing. He said they went in there and they didn't wash. They just went in there to have sex. Now, is this some type of voyeurism thing that they're into? That maybe they're video recording it and they're putting it on the internet? Because this is the second time. The first time they got caught in the lobby of
the jail.
Of the jail. So you get caught in the lobby of the jail. So maybe someone somewhere, you ever watch those TV shows, SVU and all of the with Ice-T and all of that, and they be doing wild stuff. So maybe, and that's how conspiracy theories come about.
Yeah.
But maybe somebody is paying them to go to these places and have this sex so they can video record it and they play it places, they get off of it. But 29 and 67? That's what you want to see?
No.
Armar says he put the suds in her duds.
He did.
67-year-old lady, a freak.
Yeah.
Crab and Day-Day. So just kick back and let you
Listen. You do it in the jail lobby. That just means...
Look.
Come on, man.
You couldn't wait? Like, baby, we need to do this here.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff.
Let's get it done now. We can't wait no longer.
Look, all that stuff we were
That's
talking
it.
about.
Forget all
when
that.
we were in the inside. Like what you trying to do now?
Right.
So I wonder when they went to the jail, were they being arrested then, and then they was like, oh, we're gonna get it in while we're here?
No.
Brother's starving.
Or when they went to the lobby when they went to the laundromat, it's like, with a blanket. So they had an intention. This is what we're gonna do when we get. Did they bring the blanket or did they take somebody else's blanket out of the laundry mat? Because they didn't. They says in the article they didn't wash no clothes.
Look. Here's what they did, right? So they had that situation in the lobby of the jail. They was like, yeah, all right, babe, all right.
They like how that was.
They like how that was. And then when they said, let's meet up at the laundromat.
The more that I read this, the owner kicked them out and apologized to the patrons.
So there's other people there. That's what I'm saying.
There was other people. So they borrowed somebody's blanket.
And in the complaint, they said they did not see the two using the laundromat for cleaning clothes.
That's what I was saying.
They went there just to get it.
That's what I was saying.
That's it.
They went there for the sole purpose of getting it in.
Absolutely.
So if you go to the laundromat for the sole purpose of getting it in, that is some type of freakiness.
Some freakish stuff.
Voyeurism type of stuff.
Exactly.
Where you like exposing yourself in public and having sex in public and being watched while you're having sex turns you on.
And they said, look, let's get somebody else's blanket. Woo! That's just going to add in. They're going to get mad. It's going to be all of that.
And we don't know. And maybe maybe one of the other patrons was like, I see what y'all doing. I'm take this blanket so I don't have to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't care nobody's gonna take this blanket.
And probably was thinking, man, I ain't never been that horny in a laundromat.
In a laundromat,
like, what turns you on about some turn you on about the spin cycle, or I don't know. Marquita, I'm glad you corrected yourself, because at first she says, are they Asian? Then she texts back and said, never mind, their last names. And then you got it right, Marquita. White and black.
Yes. Who's should we tell them who's?
Well, it's clear because her name is Karen. So
absolutely,
we know.
There you have it.
Who was
so
white.
You got a young black brother.
So ding, ding, ding,
woman.
Exactly.
You won. Guess their race.
A 29-year-old brother, a 67-year-old white woman, and she's in her mugshot smiling.
I got it in the laundromat.
That's all you need to know.
I got it in the jailhouse and in the laundromat.
So
y'all.
the question is, did the owner wait until they were finished to kick them out?
Oh.
Or did he go and interrupt them?
That's hilarious.
Yes,
That is hilarious.
He might have threw some cold water on him or something.
He probably wasn't there because nobody, the owner isn't in the laundromat. So he just saw it on video.
Right.
And probably came. So that means he probably wasn't even in the laundromat, saw it on video, went to the laundromat. So they was getting it in that long.
No doubt. Because it was Christmas Eve. So I'm sure if you are working or you own anything, most people ain't working at a laundromat on Christmas Eve.
Right.
So he wasn't there. He went to the laundromat. They were still in the act. He had to kick them out. And then apologize to the other people that was in there. The other unlikely souls.
So they probably finished.
Right. The other unfortunate souls that had to do laundry on Christmas Eve at the laundromat. That was their life. They already got a sad life as well. Not to talk crazy, but they doing laundry on Christmas Eve in the laundromat. Your life ain't great. So they gotta watch this. And then I gotta watch this old woman and this man have sex on the floor. I guarantee you somebody was in there gave him a blanket. Like,
probably.
I don't even need to see this.
And now, what is so crazy is prosecutors said the two had sex in the jail lobby in May. And you turn around at Christmas Eve, like, look.
You at the laundromat?
Hey.
So it could have been a number of other places in between there where they just didn't get caught and just left.
That's passion on a new level.
Now, Nivea had a song called Laundromat, but I'm just saying, D'Angela off the True Talking text line said they got dirty at the cleaners.
That's pretty good.
On that one, we are going to step aside. Truth Nation, we appreciate it. I had to get this story in because this ain't something you hear or read every day. Marquina, before we get to break, Ricky, I know we got to get to break. Marquita says, see, yes, I'm listening because I hung up the phone after y'all said y'all got a winner for the one call. That's all. That was you, Marquita. Thanks for exposing yourself. When we come back, we'll have our Truth of the Matter. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week on the pod, Marcus and Chris are joined by MJ's former teammate, Dr. Lloyd Walton. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Happy New Year means a lot of rough days ahead for those who suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Plenty of gray, frigid days on the horizon where we all just want to be snugly and warm at home. That's where Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin comes in. Their inviting doors welcome friends and family into a cozy home thanks to Pella's gorgeous, energy-efficient windows, keeping the cold out. Pella can make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin showroom today so you can learn the Pella difference and get inspired on making your home more energy efficient and beautiful with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Hurry, you only have until January 31st to score Pella's New Year's special. 0% interest for up to 3 years. Certain restrictions apply. Visit PellaWI.com.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance, and you can weather any storm. You'll also save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Bikerfest MKE, where everyone has a place on the road. Bikerfest MKE is a non-profit dedicated to making the motorcycle industry more inclusive and accessible for all. Their programs empower youth with hands-on experiences in STEM, mechanics, and flat track racing through mentorship and real-world skills, preparing the next generation of riders, racers, and builders, giving underrepresented youth the tools to thrive. Join Bikerfest MKE to help build a more inclusive motorcycle community. Visit bikerfestmke.org today.
Ready to glow? RN2 Go Medical Services has you covered. With a top-notch team, including a skilled RN and medical doctor, they offer personalized treatments just for you. Feel fantastic with exceptional post-op care, invigorating IV hydration therapy, and vitamin injections. Enjoy advanced skincare, effective weight loss programs, and beauty enhancements like Botox, fillers, and PDO threads. Rejuvenate with PRP therapy and sculpt your dream body with cutting-edge body sculpting treatments. Why wait? Visit DestinationAestheticsMKE.com now to book your appointment. Your Your new radiant self is just a click away.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All right, Truth Nation, another great show. We appreciate all of your engagement. We have reached the end where we give our truth of the matter, which will be the takeaways from the topics that we have been discussing throughout the show. And we're going to kick it off with none other than Bailey Coleman. What is your truth of the matter?
Backup plan.
Is that what you say after we just got done talking about the people having sex? Was that a wise
I thought she was about to say back that thing up.
Was that a wise choice of words?
I'm talking about insurance, the whole insurance thing. You almost have to have some type of a backup plan these days.
Yeah.
With regard to, okay, I got to have the insurance, but I need to have that rainy day fund.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably won't be able to get as much as you need, but at least you'll have something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's nothing worse than thinking you got something that's already there, and then once it happens, they saying, no, that ain't there.
Yeah. So there you go.
Backup plan. I like that one.
I'm gonna go. You ain't gotta ask me. I'm gonna go with what I thought Bailey was going with. When it's time to back that thing up, you got to back that thing up. Whether it be.
You on the same line as Earl Moore, who said, y'all invite these two to any of y'all parties, you already know what they gonna do.
Listen, when they want you to back that thing up, baby, you got to back it up, Karen.
Oh, Lord.
And whether it be in the jail lobby or whether it be in the laundromat. And I support that type of relationship where they feel the freedom to, like, when we got to do it, it got to be done, And that's just the way it is. You got to whip it. Bang, bang, bang. That's my truth for the matter. Bang, bang, bang.
Armar, with that text message, that is so funny because if you invite them to your party and as soon as they walk in, hey, where y'all bathroom at? You be like, hey man, like you just got here.
You just got here. And then, like we were saying in the break, you just think of Boomerang. That's why I said bang, bang, bang. Just think of Boomerang. The parents are coming out the room, and she's like, man, what your parents in there doing? They in there, and you can't say the word, but they're getting it in, and he coming out looking like that. That's what I just imagine at the jail lobby and the laundromat. Sorry, Telly, I'm taking up your truth.
Oh no, it's fine because whenever you go to the you gotta be lying files, this is the type of commentary you're gonna get.
Right.
Because I thought this was a lie. 29, 67-year-old, y'all too doggone old to be acting like that.
Hello.
Like straight up. Y'all might be turned on by each other and can't get enough of each other, but go somewhere where everybody else ain't got to see that.
That's definitely. I know you lying.
Everybody ain't trying to see that.
When somebody tell you that story, that's definitely. I know you lying.
Right. That's why I said from the files of you got to be lying. But I do want to end it on a more serious note, and please continue your thoughts and prayers for the people out in California. This is something that has never happened. People that's been living in California their whole lives and in these neighborhoods their whole lives, they never thought that these wildfires would reach them. Again, it is the equivalence of these wildfires reaching, the Milwaukee suburbs. And so, no one is prepared for that. And, the devastation and the images that we're seeing. So, again, my thoughts and prayers are with the people in California and their families, and hopefully they are able to get this fire under control sooner than later because the devastation is crazy. And then to find out that these insurance companies aren't going to honor what you have been paying. So unless you're going to give me my money back, you need to be making sure that you are covering the things that I am losing. So that is my truth of the matter. Again, Truth Nation, we appreciate all the engagement. My special thanks goes out to Bailey Coleman and Damian LZ. Appreciate it. And we have 9 more hours of live consecutive Black Talk Radio here on 1017 The Truth. Up next is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Peace out.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community.